Oversight Committee Chair James Comer. Congressman, good to see you. Listen, I want to get your take on this because we reached out to Mayor Pete for a comment, and we were actually referred to this tweet that says, "I'm alarmed to learn that the chair of the House Oversight Committee thinks that the NTSB is part of our department. NTSB is independent and with good reason. Still, of course, we will fully review and respond appropriately." Congressman, how do you respond to Mayor Pete's ridiculous tweet?
What he referred to as a typo in the letter that had absolutely nothing to do with what we were requesting from Mayor Pete. We want to know the response from the Secretary of Transportation. The people in this community in Ohio are concerned. No one from the federal government seemed to express an interest in their well-being. No one at high levels of the government. And we want to know what communication took place. Who made what decision based on burning the chemicals? How do we know who's coordinating the EPA and other emergency agencies that will ensure that groundwater is not contaminated? We just have a lot of questions, and this administration has been too busy to provide answers for the American people. The president is out in Ukraine promising more tax dollars to Ukraine to protect their border when our border is unsecure, and the Secretary of Transportation has had personal time. He hasn't had time to go out there. So we want to know exactly who's in charge and what decisions were made and when they were made.
You know, not only for this train derailment, but maybe we want to hear about what happened with the FAA or with the supply chain or with baby formula or with Southwest over Christmas. Do you think you're going to get a response from, Mayor Pete after that flippant text or tweet, I should say?
Well, that just shows the arrogance and the tone deafness of this administration. We have a lot of concerns with what's going on in the transportation cabinet. We have airline delays. We're having rail disasters. We have an infrastructure crisis. The federal government just invested a significant amount of money in infrastructure, and all we've heard the Secretary of Transportation is that infrastructure is racist and that there are too many white people that are going to be working in these construction jobs. I mean, this isn't the type of leadership that I think the American people expect from the Secretary of Transportation. So we have a lot of questions for Mayor Pete, and hopefully he's going to cave to public pressure and start providing us with answers. This is the Oversight Committee. We're not going to let up just because the Democrats turned a blind eye to providing any type of oversight of the Biden administration for the first 2 years. That's over now. The Republicans are in the majority. We have questions that the American people deserve answers for.
And if he doesn't comply, I hope you reduce the funding of his department. But I want to move on because you have some news for us in the investigation into Hunter Biden and the laptop, Joe Biden.
Yeah, we do. Obviously, we're requesting information from all the stakeholders that were involved in the various different Biden family influence peddling schemes, and we're glad that people are now coming forward. Obviously, the Biden family isn't, but that doesn't matter at this particular point in time because there are so many people that were affiliated with the Bidens that have information that we need to go along with the bank records that we will get. And I think that we're going to be able to trace the money back to the sources in China, the sources in Ukraine, and the sources in Russia. And hopefully we can get answers for what did the Biden family do to receive this much money, millions and millions of dollars coming from China, Russia, and Ukraine for services that we're not sure exactly what they were. This could put this administration in a compromised position with our adversaries. That's why we're investigating.
Congressman, the FBI should be doing a forensic audit of Joe Biden. That would make it real easy. It shouldn't be your job to do what the FBI's actual role is here. But just, real quick, will you subpoena Hunter Biden? He just missed a deadline to turn over documents to your committee.
We're making sure every I's dotted and every T's crossed. As you know, you can subpoena people, then it goes to court if they don't comply with the subpoena. We're going to make sure when we use subpoenas that they're going to hold up in court. Now, in the meantime, we're going to continue to request information from the Bidens, but luckily for our investigation, other people are coming forward, so we've got plenty of information to digest now. We're doing that, and I can tell you, this is a serious investigation, and the American people should be very concerned about why the Bidens received so much money from the Chinese communist-linked affiliates in China.